what things make up a great culture. I think there is no universal prescription of what a great culture is, but what has to happen is the leadership team must have clearly defined and articulated core values of what's important in our organization. Because without that, they're going to be drifting all over the place. And so what makes a great organization is when there are clearly codified core values that guide and frame the decisions the people within the organization every single day. There's Kevin, there's a 5-question framework that I share and you work with our leaders on that I believe really helps solidify and simplify a great organization. So I'll use that as an example of what I think a great organization is. A great organization, a great organizational culture is when every person in the organization can answer these 5 questions, and the leaders got to be able to answer them for themselves first. But when every person in the organization can answer these 5 questions, you have a great organizational culture. Question number 1, why are we here? What is our purpose beyond making money? And that is the question that unlocks discretionary effort. It allows people to connect their work to meaning. And I think it's incredibly important. Question number 2, where are we going? This is the vision. This is the over the horizon. People want to be part of building something. And so when we as leaders can make sure that people can answer that question, they can connect their work to the future, which is incredibly important. Question number 3, how are we going to get there? And this is the question where we start to bring our purpose and our vision to life. And people need to know that there's a plan. If you want to have a great organizational culture, you need people understanding that there's a plan to make the vision come true, that the purpose will be brought to life through this plan. Question number 4, and this is where I find most organizations, regardless of industry, regardless of desire, really start to fall off the map. Question number 4, where do I fit in? How do I fit in? And it's a leader's job to help everyone on their team connect the dots so they can understand how their work connects to the plan, to the vision, and the purpose. And when we do that, people start making better decisions. And the question number 5, Kevin, is it's a simple question, but what's in it for me? And when people can really attach and answer that question, and it's not a money question, that's part of it, but it's a question of purpose. It's a question of value. It's a question of alignment. I think a great culture exists when every person in the organization can answer those questions. And for leaders, what they've done is they've enabled the people who are closest to the customer, closest to the challenge, closest to the front line to make the best possible decision. So sorry, that's a little bit of a long answer, but that's the answer to your first question from where I sit.